Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 23 of Darwell20's Stoneblock series. Today, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. So first off, one of the things I'm doing is covering up this mess I made. I set up an import bus on this chest so that I could do more extracting of things. Cool. Because I wanted to make sure that you... I think my Yeta wrench is in here, isn't it? Yeah. So on the down, you're going to be always active. So that means loot bag openers are up and running again? Sweet. Should probably do some kind of muffler in there. Should. I also set up an import bus on this guy, but of course that's super slow. Can I sneak my way over to that thing? Where is it? There's a pixel. So a couple speed upgrades on you. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I need more stone. Okay, so you're opening loot bags for me, which is cool, because legendary loot bags have some good stuff. Specifically, some things that I want to have. So right now, that is basically being dumped into here, which is being dumped into there. If we come over here... Ah, good, we've already gotten 3 more growth crystals, tier 3. That's what's up. So I'm going to sneak underground here, if I may. And find some good places to start plopping these dudes down. So like if I start really going a little bit aggressive with the growth crystals, like how good is that? Is that going to be like really cool to have a lot of them? I'm hoping that's what's up. I'm hoping that speeds things up. You might notice that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Draconian Seeds going on. And there's a reason for that. Now, obviously, I can always, like, speed upgrade this thing, and, like, that grows things super quick. But that requires me standing there, and I'm trying to avoid doing that. You know what else I want to do? Is break this. Because I don't need this portal open all the time, and it's just noise. Noise, noise, noise. Let's also look at mufflers. Can we get some noise cancellation? It'll be quicker to do this. Can we get the lights on for a sec? Hopefully... That's too far. I never know what the range of this muffler thing is. That might have gotten eaten up. Ow, stop it. He should eventually make his way into the refined storage system, I would think. Oh, no, you're there. Oh, okay. Man, you gotta be sped up. Big time. How much junk there is here. That is a lot of backlog of stuff to clean up. I'm gonna have to speed you up, Mr. Reinforced Servo. Not fast enough. Wow, that is super a lot of things to backlog. So I guess... I did put an external storage dude on this thing. So you should be priority, like, 10 for storing items. I always do that, so that when I insert things into my system, they'll go into the drawers. And that should be good. So you finally cleaned up. Hey, there's my sound muffler. So I never know what the range of the sound muffler is. But if I put you here... That's actually perfect. That's exactly what I want. So now I can spawn mobs, and we won't hear them getting killed anymore. As loudly, at least. Let's put it that way. It won't be quite as loud. So are you still extracting bags? Good job. Good job. I'm going to turn you off for a moment. Active with redstone, which will mean that you'll finish emptying the bags that you've already gotten. Can I? Yeah, I can. Sweet. All the good stuffs. All right, so with that taken care of, how are my growth crystals now? Ooh, 6 more of them. So I'm trying to see, like, what kind of shenanigans occur when I put, like, copious amounts of growth crystals. Now remember, these work in a 9x9 area, and it checks 10 blocks up or down for things to do, right? So I should, in theory, be able to, like, stack these things all over the place down here and be in pretty good shape, right? Like, that's looking pretty good so far. Let's keep an eye on our Draconian Seeds. I'm just kind of watching this, because I believe the way those things work is every so many seconds, it generates a growth trick on all the blocks above it, right? So if we get a lot of those growth crystals, like, we'll probably need a lot to have, like, a really fast farm. But I'm just kind of, like, toying with, like, how good Draconium production is. I'd rather not have to breed all the chickens to get to Draconium. But something tells me that even with this many good growth crystals, like, it's just not... I should probably just go chickens. Chickens are just so much better than mystical agriculture for large amounts of resources. If you want a ton, right, like, you know, I could spam more seeds, but those get pretty expensive pretty quickly. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, it's a thing, right? Like, that's a thing that we can do, right? Because what happens is this thing runs once every so many seconds. All right, we'll think about it. In the meantime, how are we for Draconium Essence? Not bad. We got enough to get 13 more ingots. See how slow that is? Like, we would have gotten 13 ingots in, like, a minute from the chickens. Now, to be fair, the Draconium chickens do, in fairness, produce nuggets, not ingots. So that's definitely a thing, right? But getting lots of Draconium chickens is a lot easier than getting a lot of Draconium seeds. The reason I'm looking into Draconium is because I'd really like to get this guy upgraded to the energy condenser from Project E. If I can make one of those, that would be super cool. The problem is that we need a good amount of Draconium and a good amount of awakened Draconium, for that matter, to get that going. So in order to get that, right, we need to get a healthy amount of awakened Draconium blocks, which are pretty pricey to make with fusion crafting. I mean, it's 350 million RF, which seems like a lot, and it is. And I'd like to be able to do that. So I'm thinking I should probably look at getting the Draconic Orb to store the power that we need so that we can eventually get that. Now, I have ideas on how to generate large amounts of power. I really do. But we're going to have to hold off until we can store large amounts of power. So that's why I'm thinking Draconic Energy Orb, right? So I'm thinking I might want to get one of those sooner than later because we're going to need large amounts of power. And we can use Flux Networks to transfer them because Flux Networks doesn't have any kind of restriction on how much power you can transfer all at once. So that's really cool. So let's see. We're at Draconic. We need... That's dislocators, energy core, and energy pylons. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm thinking we might want to do this. Should we pick out a spot? Like in a basement-y type area. So like right now... Stinky Enderman. Who put them in this pack? Also, you can be a bauble, can't you? I believe that's true. Yay. No more accidentally losing that thing. Let's pick out a spot downstairs. Like right now, this is my energy area, but we're definitely not going to fit a Draconic Orb down here. What I'm thinking is we could go down another level and clear out a big open space for a Draconic Energy Orb. And that would be cool. So let's look at doing that. So give me a minute and we'll be right back. And we'll clear out a space because I've got a fancy tool to do it. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. If I do that, that should clear 16 blocks down. And then we do this. Now, ooh, good. We do have one of these. I want one of these, please. These are neat. I like these things. These are new-ish. It's from Torchmaster, and it basically lights up an area for you, I think. So then what I'd like to do, so like let's say that you're going to go... you can go down 1 and up 15. And that won't actually remove too much. Nice. Cool. And then you can go right 16. And that's going to be cool. Ooh, that's pretty good. Why didn't you clear this out? Did you not have enough power to clear that out? Nah, you should have enough power. So why didn't you clear that out? Undo. I'm just curious. Like, I'm kind of testing my own mod here at the moment. Huh. That is interesting. Why didn't you clear out those blocks? Oh boy, don't do that. Bad direwolf. Running the undo while you're standing in the area. That is funny. So here's a question, right? What if we just did this, but we depth that? It actually might have been a power problem. Interesting. I don't have enough power within my tool to do what I consider to max range. I should fix that. I should bump the max power up to 1,000,000 here. To do a max area void. That's cool. I hadn't actually realized that. Okay. Depth 14? Do we have enough power for that? No. All right, so let's do this. Let's do depth 8. We have enough power for that. Cool. Interesting. Oh, that was too... Okay, I see what I did. Hang on. Undo. See? See? How cool is this? I love it. All right. So then, like, right smack dab-ish in the middle of the room, I should be able to do the Feral Flare Lantern. Now, is that... Did I do this? Oh, look at that. Cool. So it generates light source blocks in this area for me, which is super cool. And I like... Nice. That's what I want to see. I wanted light source blocks to be generated around this area, and that's what's happening, and that's perfect. I think it's like a 1 chunk range, so like around it in 1 chunk area. And how cool is that, huh, dudes? So that was a neat way to clear out the area. I should double the amount of power allowed in this destruction gadget, because you're allowed to clear a 16 by 16 by 16 area, but apparently it doesn't have enough power to clear a 16 by 16 by 16 area. Haha, I didn't actually do the math on that. I think I made it by default 200 RF a block. So yeah, we need a little bit more power stored in that thing. But anyway, this can be our Draconic room, for now at least. I think that's a good idea. So let's look at what would be involved in getting a Draconic orb. So let's get Draconic Evolution, Energy Storage Core. Cool. So if we're going to do this, should we get like a tier 4 so that we don't have to do the energy core stabilizers like too crazy? Right? So we need an energy core, 4 stabilizers, 54 draconium blocks, and 26 redstone blocks. I don't think I'm going to have the draconium that I need for that. Signs point to no. Not even a little bit. Woo! That's hilarious. So either chickens or lower tier core. So what would be... how much RF can we store in the energy cores? So tier 1 is 45 million. I'd like to have at least tier 3 for a little over 1 billion RF. At least tier 3, right? So tier 3 only requires 26 draconium blocks. So it's not that bad, but we're definitely going to need lots more draconium. So Draconium can come from. We can get Draconian Dust, which we can sift. I'm just looking at, like, I'm pretty sure chickens or mystical agriculture are really, like, the only two options. I'm just looking to see. Or we could do, like, we've done in the past, which is, like, an RF Tools dimension full of Draconium ore, but that's... I don't think so. Right? And then Draconian Dust basically comes from grinding stuff. Or sifting. Crushed endstone, it's like a 7% chance, so it's pretty rare. And then Draconium ore, like we could void ore miner it, but it would probably take us a really long time to get to that point. So I think our best chances here is either this thing or chickens. So let's come back in a few minutes because I'm going to decide if I want to breed chickens or not. All right, guys, we're going to try something a little bit different for a minute. So I've got lots of Draconium Essence coming in now because I basically put some more seeds over there. We've got 2 rows of seeds now for Draconium Essence. So, like, every time that comes in, we get a decent amount of this stuff, right? But I'm having to speed it up every now and then just because I want more Draconium Essence more quickly. So I got to thinking, like, what can I do to automate the wand? And I can't, right? But there is this little nifty gadget, which gives 18 bonus ticks to nearby blocks every tick. Each tick nearby mobs move 0.1 times the speed when it's on the Project E pedestal. So this seems like a thing that might be doable. So what I'd like to do, we've got the Philosopher's Stone, right? So if I want to get you, I need dark matter, right? So in order to get dark matter, we're going to need Eternalist fuel, which I think we can teach the crafting system. And hey, for some reason I've been stocking up on coal. I wonder why. So we've got that as an option, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then also to make dark matter, we're going to need Eternalist fuel around a block of diamond. So that's a thing, right? And then we're also going to need the Pedestal, which requires red matter, which looks like this. And we might as well also teach you about these guys while we're at it, right? So normally in Project E, we would be using EMC to get this stuff, right? But not so much today. So can I get dark matter times 10? So I'm missing some Philosopher's Stones because, really, you want to use 1 Philosopher's Stone per, okay. So could I throw a few extra in there? Would that be the end of the theoretical world? Prismarine shards are not hard to get. They're just quartz over here, right? Isn't that how this works? Close enough. Right, and then you can be used to make the Philosopher's Stone with this. Because we've got enough redstone and diamonds and emeralds for days, right? So now if I want like 10 dark matter, missing 1, available 2. Really? Do you have like some kind of thing going on there? Huh. What's your beef? Why don't you stack with everybody? Why aren't you being a good person and stacking Mr. Philosopher's Stone? Well, now you are. Okay. Are you cool now? Are we friends? Oh, now we're missing 3 altogether. Okay. So let's do this. Let's take these recipes out and see if we can... You're not... Did you need it? No, you don't need it. It's these three that are troublemakers, right? So what if we did this? And we have our Philosopher's Stone, right? So we do that. And then we put this one in here, and we do that. And we put this one in here, and we do that. Hopefully that'll make these two mods be friends with each other. And if not, we can try or dictionary option, right? So can I request 10 dark matter now? Hi. Excuse me? I'm missing 1,357. Okay. Let me play with this a little bit, because clearly these guys aren't behaving themselves. Let's try one more time on camera, and then we will just maybe have to do things off camera manually. Well, I mean, not terribly manually. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to do this manually. I was just thinking auto-crafting would be a thing I could do. So can I do that? If I or dictionary you guys, would you be cool? Would we be friends then? Or dictionary is my last ditch effort at making you like each other enough to be able to do this. Nope, still missing 3. Weird. Weird that you don't see those Philosopher's Stones as being valid. So what we're going to have to do is ultimately not have these. And then, if we want to get dark matter, we need Eternalist fuel, at least until we get to a point, right? So that's funny. You're not even seeing the Philosopher's Stone when I shift-click you. Right, and then I can do this. And then I can, well, I'd like to do... Let's get 4 more stacks of you. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And then we can do this. And then we can use you to get our Eternalist fuel. A stack of that. Cool. And then dark matter. Can I get 4 of you? Start. Yay. Cool. Now, can I get a watch of flowing time? I believe I can. If I'm not mistaken, this should be craftable now. Cool. And now I need a dark matter pedestal, which needs 5 dark matter blocks. We need a lot more Eternalist fuel for that. And then for the red matter, we're going to need a lot more Eternalist fuel for that. I wish I could get it working. Let me spend some time off camera. I'm going to play, hey, look, quest complete, a little bit with trying to get red matter, like, auto-craftable. And if I can't, I can't. But I'd really like to understand nature core, huh? What's that do? Nature core from random things. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. So, not getting it to work through here. So what I'm going to do is just get a bunch of it manually. And here's the deal. I could do it another way. There's other ways I could do this. I could probably use other crafters, like RF Tools would probably be a really good one to use, because then I could just have coal go in and Eternalist fuel come out. But for now, I'm just going to get this manually crafted, so let's come right back. So while I'm waiting on enough coal to make a pedestal, I want to demonstrate what this watch is going to do once I place it on a pedestal. You ready? Everybody ready? I'm pressing the button now. Oh wait, hold on. I think I need 1 Eternalist fuel in my inventory. Because it needs fuel. That! This thing is actually harvesting just as quickly as the crops are growing. It's an area of effect tick accelerator. So it accelerates the tick speed of all machines in a certain area. My chickens are also producing faster as well. Which is fun. Oh, overpowered mods. How I love you sometimes. It's just so fun. So how do we do on Draconium? Wow, we have a lot of Draconium essence. I dare say we may have enough I may not even need to worry about the pedestal. Like, let's just use it by hand for a while, right? So it does need fuel, clearly. Now there's the battery from Project E. I call it a battery because that's basically what it is, but it's the Klein Star, right? However, in order to charge these, I'm not sure, but I feel like you either need antimatter relays, which are not bad to get actually, or energy condenser. Well, no, not energy condensers. You can charge them either on the transmute tablet or the antimatter relay. So I could probably get this once we get fusion crafting up and running. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. I mean, that is awesome right there. I don't think we have a lot to worry about with regards to resources if we're going to do this. That's great. Okay, cool. So watch off, right? And then it goes back to normal speed. It's hilarious. I love it. I love it. Everything in this pack is funny to me because it's pure comedy left and right. But that is a really nice item to have. Just remember it needs fuel, which is either a Klein Star or you can use Eternal as fuel. I don't know if there's actually like... So it does say stored EMC 6858. Is that being used when I do this? Yes, it is. See? It's draining it. So the stored EMC is how much fuel it has. So it used the Eternal as fuel, and now it's using EMC from its internal buffer, right? And then I turn it off, and it's no longer draining stored EMC. So that's cool. All right, good times, right? And I think that works on like... Maybe not for you, but there's other things that can work. It basically works on machine tick speeds. So how cool is that? All right, so with that said, and it'll also work on these guys, by the way, right? 20.9, so like we do this. This was also my plan for neutronium collectors. So eventually what I'd like to have is a large amount of neutronium collection with the Watch of Flowing Time on a dark pedestal. Because the dark pedestal, I want to say the range is a few blocks. We'll have to test it, obviously. But, you know, that's what's up. That's pretty cool, right? I like that. I'm actually not sure what your range looks like. I can't really click you from far enough away that I would know. I don't actually know. You know what I can do to determine the range? If I'm standing back here and we turn this off, I don't know what the range is in my inventory. Let's put it that way. Right? But if I turn you on from all the way back here, doesn't seem like it's affecting them. Doesn't seem like it's affecting them. Still not yet. Oh, now we're talking. See, it's affecting those. So that's not too big of a range, which is good. I wouldn't want it to be too large of a range. It looks like it's about, you know, 9-ish blocks, give or take. So that's cool. All right, so now we have some hilarious side effects, but it's all good. So let's come back in a minute. All right, so now that we've got another 1,000 Draconium Essence, right? So this, with this watch, right, it makes, all of a sudden, it makes mystical agriculture more, I don't want to say in line with, but like kind of on par with chickens in terms of the ability to make large amounts of stuff. So how many, let's say we wanted a tier 3, that's 26 Draconium blocks, right? Which shouldn't be too bad for me now. Boom, 26 Draconium blocks. Sweet. All right, so if I want that, then the other things we're going to need to get the energy core is we're going to need the energy core, right? So we're going to need... Let's teach some of these recipes if we can, because that shouldn't be too hard to do. So we don't want to ore dictionary it, but we do want this, and then we're going to want... Was that it? No, this. Yeah, we definitely want you two. What else do we need for the energy core? Wyvern energy cores? Yeah, I should probably teach you. Hey, quest complete. Hooray. So you guys can go in there. And that looks good. Oh, and let's not also forget that we already have a couple Wyvern cores in here. Yeah, so we should be able to make an energy core now. So that's for that. And then we need stabilizers, right? Energy core stabilizers. So we need particle generators. Ooh, we're going to need blaze rods. That might be trickier than it looks. Are there blaze seeds? There are blaze rod essence, blaze rod seeds. Ooh, but we need blaze chunks, which we can get from tier 4 mob chunks, which if I'm not mistaken, we get mob chunks from killing... Yeah. Alright, let's see. Alright, so there's 4 stabilizers, which we can easily turn into that. So there's your core. And then what else do we need? Don't we need pylons or something like that? Yeah, energy pylons. Hey, craftable with already things I have. Sweet. Alright, so let's pop down there and get this thing built. And hopefully that won't be too big of a deal. Oh, Enderman, who decided that even though it's well lit down here, you can spawn because you are a terrible person. And creature. Alright, so let's get... Oh, that's right. I'm doing things with energy that I don't have. That's where I got my blaze rods from. That should be cool, right? And now we have plenty left. Alright. That's why I couldn't fly. So is this technically the center of the room, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just want to make sure before I build a big structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, 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 good. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? So if that's 17 tall, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this the center then? Does that look right? That looks centered to me, right? Yeah, I think so. Do we have tape? This one? Thanks. I'm gonna take you off my hotbar. Oh, that's right. You want to be in block mode. So a good way to make sure it's the center is if the number is always in the center of the line, right? So that's another good way to make sure. Hey, you should have vein mind. Alright, so you, for a tier 3, are going to look like that. So let's get this placed. Okay. That ain't so bad. Right, and then we can do... Let's do 3 for now, and we will probably eventually expand this. Can I vein mine you? Why are you no vein mining? Cool, active. Booyah. A nice, simple 1.6 billion RF energy storage mechanic. Cool. Then we just need glass. And what we'll essentially want to do is get a point and a plug, right? So how is this working now? So you guys into that, right? So we probably don't want this thing to exist anymore. This plug? Well, this plug, yeah, no, we can get rid of him. So let's do that. Delete Darwell20's network? No. I just like to delete the network it's associated with. I don't want to delete Darwell20's network. I want to just not have you connected to it anymore. I guess I can just break you. In previous versions of this mod, that was not always the best thing to do, but I guess it'll be okay. So that's a plug, right? Do we have any points? Did I ever even make any points? Oh, we need blaze powder for that. Well, we should have some because we've been sifting for a bit. Yay. get 2 of these. Does that seem fair? So you should get crafting. Right? Flux Plug. So points remove energy. Oh, right. Plugs put energy in. So we're going to want that as well. Yeah, that's what we're going to want to do. Right? Because we're going to, you're a point, you're a plug, you're a point, you're plugs. Cool. Okay, so over here, what I'm basically going to do is, let's do this for a minute. Boom. I'm going to disconnect that altogether. Okay, you will put energy in, adding energy to the network. You will put energy in, adding energy to the network. And this network should probably be called generator network. So what I should probably do is create a new network called generators network. Okay, and the generator network, can I edit the generator network? Yes. I'd like you to be like red. How does that sound? Pretty cool. Did that actually save? No. Save. Oh, cool. Generator network. Sweet. That's cool, right? So then you're also going to go on the generator network. Okay. So you guys will generator network, and then you'll receive energy. Let's make sure that your transfer limit is false. Your transfer limit is false. And then we're going to want... Wow. Really? And we are kind of super close beyond wrapping up point right now, but that's okay. I want to get this going. So I think I have to remember how this works. To set one up, simply place within... If the pylon is above the center of the core, the glass needs to be on the bottom. Okay, right. So the glass... We need 2 glass. So I usually like to have mine above and below, but you really don't need to. I think I should put that glass there after. That's better. Cool. Okay. And then, what do I do? Just like right-click you? Yeah, so that's energy out, right? So then we're going to want, for removing energy from the network, so the point is out, the plug is in. So let's first do this. So you are going to remove energy from the generator network, right, with no limit. So that's 8,000 energy, 8,000 RF a tick. Nice. So now, like, internal buffers are being cleared right now, right? So you're receiving energy. Cool. And now that's more reasonable, right? Because what happened is we had a big energy buffer inside of our things. So these things all cleared out their internal buffers now, and everything's running. That's good, right? So you're going to start storing energy. And then you can be on Direwolf's network for a point plug, and you're transferring energy out. So you're sending out 80 RF a tick. Nice. All right. So that's cool. So we definitely have to wrap up the episode here. We're way past that point. But we'll come back next time, and you're going to run out of power eventually because nobody's charging you. So I'll either probably dump all this power into the orb and then we will give this, we'll hook up a point to the cables that are here, and we should be cool. But for now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and have more fun playing in Stoneblock. All right, guys, take it easy.